started the game with a 17-2 run, I think it was, whatever it was, and ended the game with a 20-2 run. That's what it is, first four, last four. And our kids just did a really good job of just playing through. We knew Pitt was going to be a tough game. They're so much better. I mean, they're much improved. They're athletic. They just have a really good basketball team, and they're, you know, I don't know, this conference is wacky, right? You know, we have a conference with there's a lot of parity. We have a lot of good teams from top to bottom, and everybody's knocking everybody off. You know, you got a conference to where anything can happen on any given night. With that being said, you got to take care of home court, and I'm just really happy that we came out, took care of home court, and we responded after a long week, and we did an excellent job of just getting going again.
Thanks, Coach, very much. We'll go around for questions, starting with Mario Sacco from News Channel 9.
Coach, with so many games in such a short period of time, what is the mindset day in and day out? How do you attack the next day knowing that you're going to be playing, if not be in a day or two?
Attack it with gratitude, man. We're so fortunate to be playing. There are a lot of teams, a lot of sports that aren't able to get through this. And you know, it's funny because you look at us right now, right? We're on Zoom. Everyone has on a mask except for Mark and Patrick. They must be in quarantine or something. Everybody's masked up, and Thomas, of course. But you know, it's just different, right? I mean, we're in times where we just very fortunate to be playing, and just hats off to our university for giving us the platform to play and take care of us. And you know, I tell our players all the time. I know I'm rambling, but I mean, I feel that this is important. I tell the players all the time, where would we be, where we can be somewhere and have to get tested 4 times a week? It's not happening, right? So we're just fortunate to be playing and doing what we love right now. So we're very fortunate.
Thanks, Coach. Next, we'll go to Thomas Schultz from the Daily Orange.
Hey, Coach. Speaking of doing what you love, your defense played well tonight. Besides the third quarter, I think you guys ended the game on a 27-6 run. What was different? Right. What was different defensively from the third to the fourth quarter for you today?
Just knowing what was at stake. We knew that winning or losing was at stake, and like I said, you know, Pitt made an amazing run. They really came out into the third quarter, and they cut the lead right away from 15 to 7, and then they got it to 4, I think it was, and we just did a really good job of closing the game out. We made some shots. We got open shots, and we made them. Maeva was amazing today. You know, they couldn't help off her. They couldn't sag back off her high actions, and she knocked down shots. And then our guards started making shots. It was just a very, very good ending to the game. I mean, we had 22 assists on 27 makes, and that's what you want every night.
Thanks, Coach. Next, we'll go to Mark Larson from Spectrum News.
I'm in my living room where I've been for like the last 10 months. So no need,
nice place.
No need to mask up in here. How much did you need this after, you know, like you said, a rough week, and you got another rough stretch coming up? So it's kind of a nice way to re-energize, I guess.
Yeah, I told our players that if we don't win this game, season's over. We're going to NIT. Period. That's what I told them. I said we're done, because if you cannot start stringing 3-game losing streaks together when you don't know how many games you're going to play, right? Because anything can happen next week. Anything can happen tomorrow. So we can't end anything on a 3-game losing streak like that. I was honest with them. I told them this is for our tournament, and it's how I feel. It's how I felt. That's what I told them, and they came out and they responded. So I can give them all the credit for responding.
Thanks. Next, we'll go to Patrick Gunn from 247 Sports.
Hey, Coach, great finish. What did you tell the team going into after the timeout in the end of the fourth quarter?
I told them that we had to rebound the ball. We had to sprint back and not put so much pressure on our 5 to contest every shot for the fourth quarter, because we didn't get off the bounce and let them turn the corner. And that's what we talked about. We talked about just being solid on the ball, guarding their high ball screen action, and make sure that our 5 could slide over and we can shrink the floor a little bit. And we did a much better job down the stretch, and Camilla did what she does, right? She altered shots or she blocked the shots down the stretch. So she was amazing.
Just a quick follow-up. Defensively, you guys played a much stronger game today, especially at the three-point line. What did you guys try to do differently today than the last two?
Well, we want to take open shots, and that was key in the game. Just take open shots and take them with confidence. And I thought that we did a good job of taking open shots. And then, you know, what happens, what normally happens is Camilla blocks and changes every shot, and Emily gets every rebound, and then we go home. so that's what happened. They were amazing.
Thanks, Q. Next, we'll go to Nico Tamurian from CNY Central.
Thanks, Sue. Yeah, I don't know where my the raise hand feature disappeared on my Zoom for some reason last week. Anyway, Coach, great win. I just wanted to, the stretch we saw at the end, and you mentioned it obviously. You outscored them 25-2 down the stretch, 17-0 at one point. When you see glimpses of that, is that the potential of what this team can be when there's not interruptions and maybe down the stretch here in March?
Yeah, definitely. We have a lot of talent. And I think the one thing that is really missing. Someone mentioned this to me earlier today in an interview. We have the youngest team in the ACC. We have seven newcomers. We have 2 sophomores, and we are a very young basketball team. And when you talk about having this team and only playing 11 games, I think this would be our non-league right now. Right, our 11 games, and then we will have another 18 games to play in our conference. So we're talking about these young kids coming in, really not knowing what they're doing, coming on the court and playing at a high level. And there's a lot to be said for their effort. They don't know how to play college basketball yet. Right? We are a very young basketball. You look at Tiana and you look at Kiki, and we tease everyone say that the Kiana and Titi's. And Tiana and Kiki's age is like older than most starting fives, but other than that, we're very young. So we just got to continue to use these games to get better.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Next, we'll go to Tim Nolan from the Daily Orange.
Hey, Coach. Can you talk about Talia Washington and how she played coming off the bench in her first game back? She had a very key rebound there in the fourth quarter that started off Jolly Toddley's career. That took off from there.
Yeah, definitely. Just a real big girl toughness play. She came in the game and they left her and she shot the ball with confidence. That rebound was huge, and she did some good things. But we have some players that can step in and play for us. So hopefully we can continue them in the sub and keep everyone's minutes manageable and play the way every night.
Thanks, Q. Next, we'll go to Mike Curtis from Syracuse.com.
Hey, Coach. Can you talk a little bit more about Maeva's performance and how she was able to kind of get you guys out of that 4-minute rut to start the third quarter?
Well, Maeva is just a very, really, really talented offensive player. She can score from all 3 levels of the floor. She can shoot the 3. She can score in the mid range, and she can put the ball on the floor. And I'm always just really happy when I see her just play her total game. It's funny because John and I, one of my assistants, we were talking, and also Erica, we already were talking, and we feel that she is one of the most versatile players that we've coached. She can shoot it, she can put it on the floor, she can play in the mid range, she can post, and she is a really, really, really talented player. And when she plays in that way, we're gonna be tough. You play her and Emily, and they play that way, it's gonna be tough to beat us. So I'm just really happy for her. Hopefully she can continue to play with confidence and shoot the ball and play her game.
Thanks, Q. For our last question tonight, we'll go to Mark Larson from Spectrum News.
Hey, Q, just wanted to kind of look ahead. Again, it's 4 games in 8 days, and I just wonder if you learned anything from that first set, the first gauntlet, that'll help you in this second gauntlet.
No, man, we're screwed. Oh, man. I just think we gotta just get some rest and just try to get off our feet a little bit, maybe. I mean, I don't know. It is tough because you're trying to prep for these games, and you just have to try to get as much stuff in, as much stuff accomplished in a short period of time. So hopefully we can use tomorrow as a recovery day and just start to use as a tournament. So we're excited for this stretch, and hopefully we can flip this thing around and do it the right way this time.
Coach, thanks very much. We'll look forward to seeing